Good morning and happy Mother's Day. This is Elder George Lockhart from the Church of the Living God, the Pillar and Ground of the Truth. And today I'm here to tell you a bit about Mother's Day. Our mothers are so special. One proverb says that he who takes the child by the hand takes the mother by the heart. Another Jewish proverb says that God could not be everywhere, therefore he made mothers. Today the story is about Abraham, but more than that, about his wife, Sarah. Did you know that she was so beautiful that at 70 years of age, men were still fighting over her? But that's another story. Our story today centers around Sarah and what she had to endure as a wife and a mother. A reminder of the story when Jesus hung on the cross in severe pain. The Bible says in John 19:25, "Now there stood by the cross of Jesus his mother, and his mother's sister, Mary the wife of Cleopas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus therefore saw his mother, and the disciple whom he loved standing by, he said to his mother, Woman, behold thy son. Then he said to the disciple, Behold your mother. And from that hour that disciple took her into his own home." It was not a disrespect to call her a woman. Actually, it was more of respect. But Jesus, being the living word himself, no doubt recalled Genesis 3:16, when God cursed man and woman. In 3:16 he says, "And to the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall have rule over thee." Well, there's a lot in that one verse. But I want to focus in on when it says, "I will greatly multiply thy sorrow." Did not mean pain of giving children, but rather what would happen to your child. And I contend today there is no worse hurt to a mother than the hurt of her child. Well, now Sarah is in a predicament. When she marries her husband, she understands that the divine appointment that is given to Abraham from God. No doubt she's seen the miracles and other things that has seen how he's been blessed. Psalms 25:20 says, "O keep my soul and deliver me. Let me not be ashamed, for I put my trust in thee. Let integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I wait on thee." Very important words to understand that the King David wrote. But when we look at Isaac's birth, Sarah and Abraham's son, it came about from a miracle. You see, Abraham was 100 years old when Isaac was born, Genesis 21:5, and Sarah was age 90 and had been able to have any children, Genesis 16. Then God said, "Yes, but your wife Sarah shall bear you a son, and we will call him Isaac," which really means laughter. Only because after Sarah heard that from the angels, she began to laugh. And the angel said, "Why do you laugh?" And she says, "I did not laugh." And the angel said, "But you did laugh. Is there anything too hard for God? Therefore shall your son be called Isaac," which means laughter. But Sarah trusted in the Lord through her husband because she understood the foundation of God's divine plan for women in marriage. Abraham was able to benefit through his obedient wife by, one, did you know that he placed her into 2 harems, trying to protect himself because she was so beautiful they thought that it would be best that she was a sister, which she was his half-sister. It was quite common for kings to kill the husband to have the wife. So he said, if you're my sister, then they will not harm me because God has a plan for me. Critical error on Abram's part, but God was able to bring her through without even being touched. She gave birth at age 90, and she also allowed her only child, Isaac, to be taken as a so-called offering. And then if that was not enough, after her son was born, remember Abraham had an elder son because Sarah said, "I can't have children, go be with Hagar the Egyptian." Genesis 21:9 records, "And Sarah saw the son of Hagar the Egyptian, which she had born unto Abraham, mocking her child Isaac. And God said unto Abraham, Let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the oldest boy, and because of thy bondwoman. And all that Sarah hath said unto thee, hearken unto her voice, for Isaac shall thy seed be called." They have to leave the camp, and he had a hard time doing that, but he did, and God did bless the oldest son as promised. Well, that's all for this morning. It takes quite a bit to be a mother, and all you all mothers out there, we thank God for you. The role of a mother is very important. Happy Mother's Day.